Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lord Greywether. With me here today is Clevergamer, and we are in the Overwatch post-release celebration, which will probably continue for the next week or so. Overwatch just came out yesterday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we've been playing it nonstop ever since, other than, sleep and work and those other boring, mundane things. So, first impressions, Clevergamer.
It's good. I like it. Some of the champions, like, Junkrat, seem a bit OP, but, nothing too outstanding that's annoying.
That's the thing that I like about Overwatch. All of the champions are OP in their
if you play them right.
In their particular situations of strength. You can pick anyone from Lucio. Even the support characters seem OP if the rest of your team is doing a good job of being there and soaking up damage, and you're doing a good job of healing them. You can carry the team to victory, and none of the characters are really super weak. Pretty much all of the characters, I think, except for Mercy, I've seen get play of the game because Mercy is just straight up healing and doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But I've even gotten some satisfying kills on Mercy. So
I think they might actually change up a little bit in the future. They might add like play of the game for like healers or supports. You might not get that. Yeah,
that definitely.
I think that's something I think they'll definitely add in the future. Maybe not something that they might not add it as the first thing, but maybe a couple patches down the line they'll add on.
Speaking of a couple patches down the line, one thing that is not included in the release version of Overwatch is ranked play, which is okay because we're kind of casual FPS players. We've played a little bit of Team Fortress 2. Were you really into Halo at all back when we had Xboxes?
I was really into Halo 3 and Halo Reach, believe it or not. Even though people like to hate on Halo Reach, the online part was really, really good. But it's hard to compare Halo FPS to Overwatch.
True, especially when you're playing on the computer for Overwatch as opposed to on an Xbox console. Yeah. It feels like a very different gameplay style using a mouse and keyboard rather than an actual controller. Team Fortress 2, I guess, is the other big first-person shooter that a lot of people are comparing Overwatch to. I know between the time of the open beta and the actual release of Overwatch, I was playing a little bit of Team Fortress 2 to satisfy that itch that the Overwatch beta left. And I know a lot of other people were doing the same thing, wishing they could play Overwatch but playing Team Fortress 2 because it was the next best thing. You've played a little bit of Team Fortress 2. How would you say this compares?
When I did play Team Fortress 4 or 2, sorry.
Yep.
I was playing it on my kind of crappy computer at the time, so I can't give it a fair review. But comparing them is pretty difficult because Overwatch feels a lot funner, a lot quicker. I didn't get frustrated as much.
The matches,
when I was
the matches
Overwatch.
are definitely shorter. You can easily have a match in Team Fortress 2 that lasts 45 minutes, if not longer, where in Overwatch, matches are over in under 10 minutes, almost always.
Yeah, and the thing is, in Team Fortress, it seemed like you would need to spend a lot of time to get good.
Yeah.
Which in Overwatch,
it's very
take a
frustrating
week or two,
for new
and you
players.
can get really good.
Yeah, it's really frustrating for new players getting started in Team Fortress 2 because everyone else is good. Everyone else is really good. And you go out there and you play and you run around for a little bit as scout or soldier or something, shooting wildly at the enemy, and then you die. And you die over and over and over and over again. And if you're lucky, you kill about half as many people as you die. And that kind of works for Team Fortress 2 because it's a team objective map, so it's not like a team deathmatch. You can actually die twice as many times as you kill people, and you can still win the map. But Overwatch doesn't seem to have that kind of frustration. It's easier to pick up, and like I said, all of the heroes feel OP if you know when to use them and how to use them. And the learning curve is a lot lower than Team Fortress 2. The other big difference between Overwatch and Team Fortress 2 is Overwatch is very simple. You don't have a bunch of different kinds of weapons that you can pick. There's not a bunch of unlocks that will change the way that your character actually plays. You can unlock skins for your characters and that kind of thing. But nothing that really actually changes the fundamental mechanics of the game. Everything...
Yeah, there isn't like a buy the power, basically. You can't like buy something that'll make you overall OP, which I don't know if...
Which is really good because Overwatch does come with a price tag. The Origins edition, which you got, was like $60. And the regular release edition, which I picked up, was $40. So you don't expect it to be a pay-to-win game like Team Fortress 2, which is free-to-play, plus, buying.
So far, the only thing you can buy is loot crates, and all that stuff is cosmetic, and nothing that will give you in-game power. Exactly. I mean, some of the skins are pretty cool looking, so you might intimidate.
The skins are intimidating, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So far... Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. The computer I have, besides the graphics card, is pretty standard. Very low-key computer. And I'm running the game on Epic, and it's running really smoothly. So if you have a above-average PC, you shouldn't have a problem running Overwatch on the highest settings.
And these graphics are beautiful.
Yeah, the art style is incredible.
I'm not even running on Epic. I'm just running it on high graphics. And like you, I don't have an exceptional computer. But the graphics are beautiful. All the levels are fantastic, which is really what I expect from a Blizzard game. Blizzard just has a phenomenal art team. So they put a lot of work into the characters. They put a lot of work into the level design. I think it's a fantastic game, and it was definitely well worth buying the day of release.
Yeah. Actually, not day of release. Pre-release, yeah. Yep. We bought beforehand.
To get that sweet Widowmaker skin.
Yeah, I mean, the aesthetic, like, each character, none of them feel the same. All the ranged characters don't feel the same. Each one, all their ultimates are different. And, like, Reaper, he's close up, and you have to be close up to use Reaper, but you can die pretty easily if you're versus, like, a melee person, maybe like a Torbjorn, not Torbjorn, but
like a
Reinhardt.
Roadhog is a strong Reaper counter. If a Roadhog hooks Reaper and Reaper doesn't have his shift getaway ability, that Reaper is dead.
Like Reaper, you really have to time when you go in, because if you go in too early, you're going to be killed. If you go in too late, then your team's dead or gone.
When you go in, you have to lurk on the flanks and jump in when they're distracted by somebody else, so you can just slaughter them from behind.
Reapers are really good at taking down bastions if you can get behind them. And
bastions are during the open beta. Bastions kind of got a legendary status because people would just set up a bastion near a choke point and then just mow down everyone who came through, because Bastion in his stationary sentry mode has insane damage output, and if you don't counter him properly, if you don't counter him properly, it's easy to think that he would be OP. Now that the game has actually released, people are kind of wise to Bastion, and they understand that you can counter him with, for example, Genji. Genji's Reflect ability is super powerful against Bastion, because Bastion has high damage output, but Genji can just reflect that high damage output right back in Bastion's face, and Bastion doesn't have the tankiness to soak up more than about half a second of his own damage. And often the Bastion player doesn't even clue in that Genji's doing that until he's already dead.
Yeah, so if you ever keep running into bastions that keep killing you. Genji and Reaper are both very good against them.
If Reaper can jump behind Bastion and hit him in the power cell in the back, that's his weak spot.
Yeah.
Reaper can mow down a Bastion in 2 shots, I think. At close range.
If you get close enough. But if you stand like right in front of him trying to kill him, he'll kill you beforehand. Unless you get the surprise on him.
Yep. So, again, fantastic hero gallery, fantastic lineup. This is just a really fun game, and we've had a ton of fun playing, getting accustomed to the game. We're by no means are we experts, so you're gonna see us dying a lot. But
I only have like 47 games in right now. Barely unlocked anything for the champions, and there's only 8, 12. How many champions are there?
Like 21, I think.
21? Yeah, there's 20 champions right now, 21 or so. And each one has around 50 or 54 unlocks for them. And I barely scratched the surface. I've only played 47 games. Each one has 5 or 6 skins, which are all pretty cool looking, besides the cheap ones. They're basically like 75 ones are about like recolors. The purple ones are slightly different, but not that great. But the gold ones or orange, like epic skins, they're way different and really cool to unlock in loot crates or.
I think my favorite one that I think my favorite one so far that I'm looking forward to unlocking is the Nevermore skin for Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to make Reaper look cool, though.
That is just epically intimidating.
Yeah, I actually like the, where is it? Where is it? I like the white one. Even though it's basically Reaper but white, it's just kind of cool looking.
Yes. And then you were also telling me you like the mariachi one.
Oh yeah. The
it's
one
like
where he has the guitar on his back.
It's like a Day of the Dead theme. Yeah. He's got the guitar on his back
that one's
and the
pretty
sombrero. Cool. Yep. So we're gonna close out here with some gameplay footage of some of our games that we've gotten in so far. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and if you've got any tips that we plays that we could have made better, feel free to leave a comment. We're always looking for ways to improve.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me, Clever Gamer. Everybody else, we'll see you later. Cheers.
See you guys.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Don't move!
Nice. My trap got somebody.
Our enemies are involved. Experience tranquility.
Sniper! Stop me!
I don't suppose there's any chance we could get sniper vision.
Fire in the hole!
Booyah! Take that, you annoying freak.
Acknowledged.
Consolidate our defenses on the point.
Bam!
Stick.
Take that.
Here we go. I'll just leave this here.
We must see this through to the end.
Teleporter on
10 seconds remaining.
Gotta win.
Oh, Vera tried to blow her ultimate, but just too late.
Play of the game.
Of course you did.
Too easy. Yeah. It wasn't just my ultimate, it was that weird tank rushing chick. Oh, it's like a black hole.
Yep.